So today we're going to learn about Canada. The song you're hearing right now is an national anthem. So today we're going to learn about Canada and economics, and what you need to do is you need to open the notes that are actually below this page, open them up, and you're going to need them to, you're going to have to answer them. So it's kind of nice to have them open. Click them, open them. If you need to pause the video, pause the video. And you can kind of type them as you go along. So, yeah, here we go. All right, again, pause the video if you need to. Open up your notes. They're actually linked below. I felt like a YouTuber. Linked below this video. You're going to fill them in as we move along. You also have the option below to open up the PowerPoint and to go and fill these in if you just want to watch the video for now and to just kind of listen to me talk about what's going on and follow along. But remember, feel free to pause anytime. So today we're going to identify different geographical factors that really have influenced the population of Canada, as well as the settlement, how Europeans have moved across Canada and how Native Canadians have really migrated and created a history and really set the foundation for Canada. And we'll talk about the history and culture tomorrow. So Canada is actually located north of the United States. And if you look here on the map, here's the United States. There is beautiful Canada. Canada is located south of Greenland and east of Alaska. Alaska is right there. There's our lovely Canada. So Canada has a variety of physical features that are very similar to the United States. Those are rugged mountains, plains, swamps, and this environment, again, like I said, very similar to the United States. Remember, if you need to pause to fill in any of those words, please pause the video. The climate in Canada is very cold. Very, very cold. Don't get me wrong, it has some nice summers. It doesn't get as hot as it does here in Texas. So can you locate the Rocky Mountains on this map? They're right there. Do you know any other or anyone else that shares the Rocky Mountains with Canada? United States. So the United States actually shares the same mountains with Canada. Canada is made up of different provinces: Alberta, Ontario, Quebec. These are just a few. But a province is actually very similar to a state that we have here. They just call provinces. It's an administrative or a division of a country. So a province is an administrative division of a country. Again, it's like a state, like what we have here in the United States. Pause the video if you need to. Canada has 4 distinctive regions, and we're going to learn a little bit more about them. The first region, here it is on the map. I'm going to go back just a page so you can kind of see it. So we're going to be looking at this map right here, and we're going to kind of look at focus on the different sections. So we're going to move from the east side, we're going to move west. So the first province is the eastern provinces. These are located with New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, Labrador Island. These are the provinces. These are normally referred to as the maritime provinces. These are located near the sea, near Labrador Sea. Most of these, the industry is forestry or fishing. Most of the economy, most of the money comes from those 2 industries. Again, pause it if you need to. The Heartland province consists of Quebec, Ontario, Montreal, right here, Quebec, Ontario, and Montreal. The national capital of Canada These are the most urbanized regions. Most of them led to manufacturing, steel industry, and there are the many international citizens live in these two provinces. So what does urbanized mean? What does the word urbanized mean? It's the process in which towns and cities are formed to become larger as more people begin living and working in central areas. So urbanized basically means they have cities, big buildings, a lot of buildings, a lot of cars, a lot like around our area would be like Houston. Houston is very urban, very urbanized. The Western Province, if you look right here, there's a little map of where it is. The Western Province consists of, and I know I'm going to say these completely wrong, so I'm going to try. If you want the exact way to say them, you can look at Google and type them in and they can tell you there. Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia, and Vancouver. These are the Western provinces. These are very rich in natural resources, including forest, salmon, the fish. Valuable minerals come from these places. It's also the location really helps with the their location right here really helps with the trade of Asia. My little kind of slide, I'm gonna try and get off of it, so go away, go away. There's a lot of good farmland here. Wheat production is really high, and most of that is exported out of the country. The Canadian North here is a map of the Canadian North. This is the Yukon Territory, the Northwest Territories, and the, I don't know, Nunavut Territory? I'm saying that totally wrong. Sorry, guys. That territory, the Nunavut. The physical geography includes forest and tundra. The sunlight is really limited in the winter for only a few hours. So this is kind of neat that the sunlight, depending on the time of the year, can be dark for majority of the day, or it can actually be bright for a majority of the day. So it just really depends. So our time frame, it's normally bright from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Well, there it might only be bright from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. It's only like a 2-hour windows. It's very, very limited time. Another part of the environment is called the Canadian Shield. This is a major landform in Canada. It consists of most of the oldest rocks in the world. The Canadian Shield covers over half of Canada. Here's a map of the Canadian Shield. Again, here's another pretty map right here. You can kind of see it helps. The United States and Canada actually share a spectacular physical feature called Niagara Falls. It's located between the province of Ontario and New York State on the Niagara River. So let's talk about what we just learned. So what are some things that we just learned? If you have to, pause, go back and reflect. We talk about the different provinces. What did you learn? Is there anything you liked? Is there anything you learned that didn't have a clue about? What was your favorite thing? Go ahead and pause the video and think about it. Okay, so what major landform covers half of Canada? Was it the Rocky Mountains? Was it the provinces? Or was it the Canadian Shield? Oh, go back. Okay, So I hope you said that it was the Canadian Shield. Remember, the Canadian Shield covered almost the entire top of the eastern part of Canada. All right, and so you're not with us, so I'm going to go ahead and skip this slide. All right, economics. Canada actually has a mixed economy. Mostly the mixed economy is a market economy, but the government still regulates a majority of the industries. So it does have a mixed, but it's more towards a market economy. This mixture of economies, market with a government regulation, makes a mixed economy. That makes no sense. But this mixture of economies, so both having a market and a regulated economy, makes it a mixed economy. Canada's economy is largely based on trade with us, the United States. So we trade, we export and import goods with Canada. Canada's really rich in natural resources like fish, fertile soil, forest, and more. So if you look here, there's a picture of a fisherman, here's some forest, and here's soil. What is NAFTA and why is it important? So NAFTA actually stands for the North American Trade Agreement, NAFTA. It's an agreement between the United States, Canada, and Mexico that actually went into effect January 1st in 1994, not that long ago. This agreement allows for 3 countries to trade freely, eliminate barriers, and lift tariffs. It's really taxes that are on imports and exports. So this is a nice thing for us to have with Canada and Mexico. So again, NAFTA stands for North American Free Trade Agreement. You need to remember this because we are going to talk about it. And make sure you do pause this video to take down any notes. So the economy. Canada's exports and goods, really the exports and imports of goods are selling to another country and buying from another country. So the exports are focusing on petroleum products, automobile parts, and lumber. That's the big things. Canada really imports stuff. What do you buy from other countries? Is automobiles, parts, chemicals, and plastics. Have you ever bought anything like that? As your parents? Maybe they've bought an automobile. Maybe they bought an automobile that came from Canada. Here's your question. Here we go. See if you can answer this. If you have to look at your notes, go back and look at your notes. What type of economy does Canada have? Traditional economy? Mixed economy? Or market economy? What do you think? Really hope you were thinking mixed. Remember, it's made up of 2 things that go together. All right, NAFTA, N-A-F-T-A, was an agreement between what 3 countries? What did it allow them to do? You got it in your notes? You should have. If you didn't, maybe you should rewind that video and go look and see. I can wait. I'll be here. Okay, NAFTA actually was an agreement between United States, Canada, and Mexico, and it allowed for free trade in between the borders and no tax. So you're going to actually watch this video. It doesn't really play well with my recording, so you can actually get out, go into the slideshow and watch this. It's really cute. It shows all the provinces. It talks about some features. Okay, so that's it. Watch the cute little video, but go online, take your mastery check, and make sure that if you need to do any of your notes, you can watch the video again, see my beautiful face, if you need to. There's my beautiful face. If you need to, and go make sure you submit your mastery check. Have a good day. Don't forget to post your attendance. Come see your teacher on Zoom. We're on today. Don't forget, we want to see you. We miss you. Hope you're being safe at home. And we'll talk to you soon. Let us know if you need anything.